Hi, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Hoyle. I have another good story to read, but before we get to our new story, I just want to talk about the funny stories about the pigeon I read the other day. The pigeon. Remember, he wanted to drive the bus, but he finally listened and did not drive the bus. You know, sometimes it's hard to listen, isn't it? I know even I have trouble. And then when the pigeon found a hot dog, did he want to share it? No, sir. He did not share it. But did he share it? Yes, he did share it. Sometimes it's hard to share, even grown-ups. So keep working on being a good listener and sharing. All right, today the book I'm going to read is called The Biggest, Best Snowman. And I'm reading it today because right now I'm sitting at school looking out the window, and guess what I see? I see snowflakes. Kind of blustery. This book, The Biggest, Best Snowman by Marjorie Kohler. Little Nell lived with Big Mama, Big Sarah, and Big Lizzie in a big house in a big snowy woods. Wow, they have lots of snow there. Big Mama, Big Sarah, and Big Lizzie had big, blustery voices. They had big, talky families and friends. They had big, loud parties. When little Nell asked, "Can I help?" Big Mama, Big Sarah, and Big Lizzie shook their heads. "No, you can't." They said, "You're too small." "Oh, yes, I can," said little Nell, and "No, I'm not." "No, you can't," they said, and "Yes, you are." Ooh, they're not very nice. So little Nell would go into the big snowy woods. She would sit and watch the snow fall from the sky. She would walk under the bare branch trees. She would play with her friends, Reindeer, Hare, and Bear Cub. One day, Bear Cub said to little Nell, "Can you show us how to make a snowman?" "Oh, no, I can't," said little Nell. "I'm too small." "Oh, yes, you can," said the animals. "And no, you're not." "But I'm so small," said little Nell. "My family won't let me do anything. I could never make a snowman." "How do you know unless you try?" asked Bear Cub. "We'll help you." Little Nell sighed. "Well, maybe," she said. Little Nell got down on her knees. She carefully patted and matted and batted snow into a tiny ball. She rolled it and rolled it and rolled it to the reindeer. Reindeer nudged it with his nose and nudged it to the hare. Does anybody know what a hare is? It's a rabbit. He's kind of wild. The hare kicked it and kicked it and kicked it to the bear cub. The bear cub rolled it and rolled it until it stopped, thud, by the edge of a big, icy pond. "Now what?" asked the reindeer. "The snowman needs a middle," said little Nell. "How do we do that?" asked the hare. Little Nell bit her lip. She got down on her knees. She carefully patted and matted and batted another snowball. She rolled it and rolled it to the reindeer. The reindeer nudged it and nudged it to the hare. The hare kicked it and kicked it to the bear cub. Bear cub rolled it and rolled it until, thud, it came to a stop. He pushed it on top of the other snowball. "Now what?" he asked. "Well, it needs a head," cried little Nell. She patted and matted and batted another tiny snowball. Then she rolled it to the reindeer. Reindeer nudged it to the hare, and the hare kicked it to the bear cub. Bear cub stuck it on top of the other two snowballs. "Wow, look how big it is!" Little Nell and the animals stood back and they looked at their snowman. "Oh, something's missing," said Hare. "The face," said little Nell. "Oh, how do we do that?" asked the animals. "I think we'll need some help," said little Nell. She whistled for some birds to come. Crow, cardinal, and sparrow flew down from the trees. "Could you make a face for our snowman?" she asked. Crow went and fetched 2 pieces of bark for the eyes. Cardinal found an old pink sock for the nose. And Sparrow brought some raisins for the mouth. Little Nell handed her green scarf to the birds They wound it and wound it and wound it around the snowman's neck. Then they added 2 sticks for arms. The snowman was finally finished. Little Nell and the animals gazed up at their creation. "Wow," said the animals. "Wow," said Little Nell. It was almost lunchtime. Little Nell said goodbye to her friends, and she walked home through the big snowy woods. Big Mama, Big Sarah, and Big Lizzie were waiting for her. "Where have you been?" they asked in their big blustery voices. "I was building a great big snowman," answered Little Nell. "How could you, someone as little as you, build a great big snowman?" asked Big Lizzie. "Come and see," said Little Nell. So Big Mama, Big Sarah, and Big Lizzie followed Little Nell through the big snowy woods to the snowman. As they looked up, their mouths dropped open and their arms dropped to their side. "Wow," they said, "you built that?" "Yes, I did," said Little Nell, "with the help of my friends." "That's the biggest, best snowman there ever was," said Big Mama. "Yes, it is," said Little Nell, with a huge smile on her face. Wow, look how happy she is. Big Mama said, "Will you come and help us make a big yummy lunch?" "Nah, she can't," said Big Lizzie. "She's too small." "Yes, I can," said Little Nell. "And no, I'm not." "Yes, you can," said Big Mama. "And yes, you will." Oh, Big Mama, so proud of her. Big Mama gave Little Nell a big sloppy kiss. Smooch! Big Sarah gave Little Nell a big squeezy hug. Ooch! Big Lizzie stuck out her big nose in the air. Little Nell's friends lifted her to the top of the snowman. And she said, "Hooray! Today we don't have enough snow to build a snowman, but I know if we did that you could do it no matter how big or how small you are." Hope you enjoyed the story. See you next time.